It's that time again for another not-so-normal gaming podcast, featuring your hosts, MrTechnoSqueek.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Nostalgic Dan 1.
Everything I feel is in this sword. Good.
Come on!
And Quick Freeze 4.
Don't worry. I'll handle the bad guys.
This is a podcast you want to listen to, but first, you gotta press start.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Press Start Podcast, episode 53, and I am MrTechnoSqueek, and today we have both Cliva Quick Freeze 4 and Nostalgic Dan 1. How are you guys doing?
It's swell.
Swell is a great word.
No, I got a head cold, but I'm slowly getting over it. Slowly.
Really? I have a headache.
Yeah, my sinuses are killing me. How are you doing, Techno?
I'm doing pretty good.
Oh,
That's swell.
So we're in pain and he's doing fantastic.
Do I have to break the kneecaps?
Did I say fantastic?
Well, it's the same type of word.
Or I don't, what? I'm not even gonna go. I don't even know what I say half the time.
Really?
Yeah. I've been told that, because sometimes I cuss without even knowing it.
Welcome to my world. I don't know what you say like 3/4 of the time. Just kidding.
Wow.
Oh, now I'm gonna cry.
This is getting to know your co-host corner.
How are we doing, guys? It's been a while.
I'm doing, like I said, I got a headache, but I'm doing pretty good besides that.
Yeah. I've been very busy, but doing good.
Dude, I've been busy too with work.
Yeah. Oh my god. I guess we should talk about some video games.
Really?
Yeah. You know, there's stuff going on in the gaming world.
What type of stuff?
I don't know, like news.
News?
Yeah.
So, Dead or Alive 5 has came out, and
Yep.
I still do not have it.
What? Off.
You're missing the boob physics. How dare you?
I know! It pisses me off.
How could you be on this podcast and not have that game? What the hell?
Boob or Alive 5. Come on, man. Jeez.
Well, fans, and myself included, request bigger breasts. Dead or Alive 5.
They're already like the size of fucking heads. It's
Dude, are you
getting
serious?
bigger. It's gonna get disturbing.
Hold on, read this. I want to hear this. Hold
Yeah,
on.
read the news right now.
Oh man, well, Team Ninja, the head of Team Ninja said earlier in the year that Dead or Alive 5 was going to be more realistic, tone down the sexiness of it, which I think is totally wrong, but hey, that's my opinion. And so, they toned down the sexiness of the game, and they had feedback from fans from playing the early demo. And I was like, hey, we want bigger boobs, and that's pretty much what happened. I don't think they, changed it or not. I may be wrong because I haven't played the game, so...
Well, I have been playing the game, and if they make those breasts any bigger, I'm out. I'm done. Those breasts are they're big enough already, man. You're saying they want it more realistic by having bigger breasts? Dude.
No. Team Ninja wanted Dead or Alive 5 to be more realistic, but the fans want bigger breasts, not... Yeah, not...
The fans that are 90%, 95% male.
I don't know. Well, me as a male and playing this game, I would be okay with smaller breasts.
I think it was, I was watching someone play Dead or Alive 5, and it's still very over the top and very racy, but, it seems maybe a little bit more tame, but that's not saying much, honestly. It's still over the top.
They still got that jiggle factor that I've been playing through the story mode, and they're like, they would just get up from a chair and their breasts would just go.
It's like anti-gravity boobs. It's like they're on the moon.
Yeah,
constantly.
like there's so many scenes within the story mode that the breasts just jiggle for no apparent reason. They just do it.
It's a bit distracting.
It really is. There's no way those breasts need to be any bigger than what they already are.
Yeah, if they make it bigger, it's just gonna get to a point where it's just comedic. Like, I would not be able to take that game seriously. I'd just be laughing my ass off the whole time.
Yeah, and that'll be the point where I'm like, I'm done. I'm not buying any more games from Dead or Alive.
Yeah.
Well, that's Japan for you.
Good old Japan.
Well, that's fine with Japan. Well, you know what they should put, if the people really, really want bigger breasts, just put in like, I forget what game did this. Like
Option.
like an option to make the breast bigger or smaller. I know some games have that, so.
They should have an option in there to decrease the jiggle physics.
You can.
Well, that's good.
Like, I remember in the, like, older games, they have where you can put your age, and if you put it at 99 was the highest, that'd be, like, the most jiggle physic, like, you know.
They're on the moon.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, like, 99-year-olds would want that. Yeah. That Dead or Alive. It's a thing. It's
a thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call that for like when I don't know anything to say, I'm just gonna call it a thing. Have you played the Dead or Alive Extreme games? Dead or Alive Extreme 2?
I haven't played 2. I own the first one.
Yes.
And actually my mother bought it for me. I was there at GameStop before GameStop was gay, and like my mother was there, and it was like my birthday, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta get this game. And like she asked the dude if there was, you know, like nudity in it, and he's like, no, like he would have to mod his Xbox.
Give it him ideas.
Yeah, I'm like,
oh my god, you're writing it down like on a notepad or something like mod Xbox. Oh god.
Don't you have a modded Xbox right now?
Yeah, he has
yes,
that
I
shit.
do.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, he thought, you know, I was dumb, a dumb little kid. So
you're really a secret genius in disguise.
Yeah. You're like a closet savant. It's like, we'll never know. What other news articles you got, man?
Well, I am so ready for this game. Okami HD draws near with October 30th release date. I never played it back on the PS2, I believe it came out, and the Wii.
Yep.
Yeah. I never played it, but I saw it at PAX, and the demo of it, and I was like, oh my god, it looks amazing.
Yeah, the HD version looks gorgeous. If you don't know what Okami is, it's basically like a Zelda-style game where you play as like this dog. He controls like celestial powers, and he fights with like a celestial paintbrush. And it's a gorgeous game because it's all done in like hand-painted watercolor. It's very beautiful.
He's the dog from Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yeah, if you're not familiar with that, people will know.
Dan told me that.
Yeah, Amaterasu. Yeah, it's cool. That's the thing.
Yeah.
What else you got?
The thing. That's the thing.
There's a new Gundam game coming out.
What?
Gundams, oh.
Gundam!
Continue,
It's
I'm
a
so
Gundam!
excited.
Yes. But in this Gundam game, you're going to play as the models. Like, what I mean by that is, you remember those, in the 90s, fucking Saban, or fucking, I forget the fucking company. It's not Saban. It's Bandai. Yeah.
Bandai.
Shit, I don't... I was thinking fucking Power Rangers for some reason. And they made, those little models where you could build them and paint them if you got like the higher level shit. But yeah, you play as those, and I believe there is a video on this on YouTube, and I think I saw in the video where you're playing like on a poker table or something, and so it looks pretty neat.
So they're gonna be. It's more like toys, so like they'll be fighting in like smaller environments like that.
Yeah, it looks like that.
That's pretty cool. It's a different take on it. Is it gonna be like a full retail game? That sounds like maybe something that'd be downloadable.
Well, it says it's all it says is it's going to be released on both the PS3 and PS Vita next year, and it also says you play as Gundam models of various scale, so both large and small.
That's cool.
So it's not just like the toys.
Yeah, I have one of those models that I got way back when. They're pretty cool. I like them because you didn't need glue or anything to put them together. You just like snapped them together. And they came with stickers that you could decorate them with.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and that's all I have.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Well, I guess I'll go. I have quite a bit of news. So, the first one's kind of an obvious thing, but if you don't know, the new PlayStation 3 model has been unveiled, and they claim it's 25% smaller than the Slim, and it's got a weird design. I don't like the design, but it's new. It's new PS3 model. It says it's going to come in charcoal black and classic white. The black model will come in 250 gigabyte and 500 gigabyte model. Meanwhile, Europe will get a model with 12 gigs of internal flash memory. And the prices are, for the US, 250 gig is coming out September 25th for $269. And the 500 gig, they also have a bundle too, but the 500 gig is going to come out October 10th for $299. And they have a bundle for the new model with Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception, and I think a code for Dust 514. And I think that's out, or it's coming out soon. So if you need a PS3, there's a new model for you. What do you guys think of the new model? Have you seen it?
It looks like it's going to topple over.
I don't like that square cutout where divots in the middle. That looks weird. And I don't like that finish period on the top. That looks ugly.
Yeah.
It's not even that much slimmer. They compared it to the Slim on the side of it, and it's probably not even an inch slimmer. But it's kind of weird that you start off big and slowly get smaller.
Did anyone review it?
I don't know.
How is this new Slim better than the other Slim that's already been out?
Not really. It doesn't do anything new. I think what they're trying to do is just somewhat compete with the Wii U launch coming up, and so they released this new model that has a slightly decreased price at $269 and all that. They're trying to, kind of interest people in the PS3 again. Kind of steal some competition for Nintendo.
What I think they should do to make the PS3 better is add backward support to play PS1 and 2 games.
They should. I don't know why they got rid of that.
That would fucking sell PS3 systems.
Because it's literally just a microchip that's tiny as hell that allows that backwards compatibility. It's Sony. They like to do their thing.
They love their HD collections.
Oh, they do more than any company for sure.
Yeah, but I actually like the HD collections.
Yeah, they're nice. And I have a new HD collection to talk about. I guess I could go into that. I was going to say that for last, but good follow-up is in Japan, they're re-releasing The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, which is a massive JRPG that came out on the PSP by Nihon Falcom, part of Legend of Heroes series. And it's the first in the Trails in the Sky series, which has 3 chapters. It's a massive, gorgeous, simple turn-based RPG on the PSP. But for Japan, it's going to come out roughly around like $40-$45. And it's a HD upscaled version. They have like comparison shots. I'm sure if you look it up, it's just called Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky HD. So right now that's scheduled just for Japan, but it's like a physical copy that you buy, and it's kind of like all these HD collections, budget priced at around $40. So that's really nice. And I'm excited to see if they kind of plan to do anything with this, like more. Like maybe start re-releasing some other games, like possibly start seeing stuff like Ys Open Falgana remade for like $30 or something in HD for the PS3. A lot of possibilities. But this will be cool for me because I think I mentioned in the newer video of mine, I have a hard time playing through really long handheld games, particularly RPGs. Like this one's like I think 55 hours. It's no short game for handheld. And I think this would be better for someone like me and people like me who maybe have a hard time playing because some people actually do have, kind of physical disorders where they can't really play a handheld because of their hands or stuff, or carpal tunnel, stuff like that. So I think it's great for people who can just be able to play it on a console. And for me, I know if I had it on a console, I'd definitely be able to like kind of go through it. So I think that's cool. And I think that is set to come out, yes, December 13th in Japan. And
You said it's part of a trilogy?
Yep.
Like, what part? Like, the first part?
Trails in the Sky is just first chapter in Japan.
Does that mean it's the other 2 chapters are not going to come out on the PSP?
Probably not, because it was so far off. The second chapter is out in Japan. It's been out for like a year. XSEED said they are working on the second chapter, but they said it's probably one of the hardest undertakings they've ever picked up because the script is gigantic for second chapter. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, take the script, like, of the first chapter, which is Trails in the Sky. Take that and probably double it, maybe even triple it, and that is the, like, whole script for second chapter that they are still working on translating from Japanese to English. So that's been taking them. They've been doing that for, like, I think 2 years now, so you can tell how long the script is.
Wow. Alright.
If that ever comes out, I think it'd only be a digital download at this point. And there's a lot of issues now, too, with XSEED not being like a physical publisher anymore, so there's a lot of complicated stuff with that. And that's not even it, because in Legend of Heroes universe, that series is kind of old, but they're working on a newer series where they have like Ao no Kaseki and Zero no Kaseki, which are kind of like the more futuristic style Legend of Heroes games, which are already out. So it's actually a big series. There's already like 9-10 games in that series.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah, I actually have the first one on the PSP, which is called The Legend of Heroes: A Tear of Vermilion. So Trails in the Sky isn't the first one. They started a trilogy, which they actually localized every version that came out. You can get them on the PSP. They're kind of hard to find, but I think there's Legend of Heroes 2, like Song of the Ocean or something like that. But yeah. That series was kind of complained about, though, that it wasn't so hot. But it still looks interesting. But it's some other news I got. Kind of following up with a highly anticipated game of mine, which is Virtue's Last Reward, which is a second installment in what they're calling the Zero Escape series. If you don't know what this is, it's a kind of visual graphic novel game with some light puzzles thrown in there. And they're usually very mature and very just adult, I guess you could say. So recently, people would know, it's kind of become a cult classic on the DS, and that is 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. Originally, it was one of the rarest DS games, selling upwards of like $60, $70, but as soon as they reprinted it, it plummeted the price drastically. But if you haven't picked it up, maybe you should wait, because it's actually, I think it just recently came out, but they reprinted it again, but it's got new box art. They actually changed the original box art of the game, which is very interesting, because I don't remember the last time they did this. Usually when you get variant box arts, it's because it came in a limited edition maybe, or a special edition. This game was out for like 2 years, and then they changed the box art 2 years down the road to make it fit with this new series that they're calling Zero Escape. Because on the first one, there was no mention of Zero Escape. They never mentioned it. So I think at that time they weren't planning on making it a series and planning on releasing the other games, but they are. So the new box art has like 0 on it, and it has the little cover which dubs it Volume 1. So next time you look for 999, you'll most likely get this new box art, which is very interesting. And speaking of interesting news, if you're a Hyperdimension Neptunia fan, get excited.
Get excited.
People would know that Victory actually recently came out, I think this past week in Japan. And Victory is the third installment, or it's also known as Hyperdimension Neptunia V. And it follows a new sister, and you're kind of a similar story. I mean, a whole lot doesn't change. This new one is pretty much the same as Neptunia Mark II, which came out here, but they added some subtle little changes. But it's been confirmed that that game is coming out in America, and it's set for a spring 2013 release on the PS3. NISA confirmed it. And I guess in also some other news, I'm on this NISA update page, they announced Generation of Chaos, Pandora's Reflection for the PSP in February. I think that might be a digital copy only. And I find this interesting, is no one confirmed yet if Persona 4 The Golden was coming out in Europe. And I know a lot of European friends are very panicking, like, oh my god, are we going to get Persona 4 The Golden? Yes, you are. And this is interesting. I haven't seen this, but, people would know that NISA is a sister company of Atlus, and they separated for some other reasons, like NISA wanted to bring out these very, very Japanese games, and whereas Atlus didn't want to take the chance on them, so they kind of disbanded. They let NISA do their own thing and become their own developer and publisher. But for the first time, actually, in the history of both companies, they're going to collab, and both of them are coming out with Persona 4 The Golden to come out in Europe. So for you Europeans, you have NISA to thank for getting P4 Golden for you guys, which is awesome. And if you're a shoot-'em-up fan, Dodonpachi, I'm going to butcher this name, I have no idea how to pronounce it. It's Sai Dai Oju. Japanese people can translate that for me, but it's, I think, the newest installment in the Dodonpachi series. And it's going to come out for the West, but what's interesting is they haven't mentioned the company they're working with yet, but they say they're trying to do a simultaneous release for Japan and the West. So it will come out on the same day worldwide, basically. You know how usually you have to wait for a Western release, so like usually a Japanese copy comes out, and you wait like 2, 3, 4 months later to get it in the West. So they're just trying to shorten that gap. They talked to Rising Star, but in the article they said that it's actually not Rising Star who's bringing it out, which Rising Star is known for bringing out a lot of the cave shmups. I'm kind of thinking Atlus was probably behind this, because Atlus recently tried with P4 Arena to shorten that gap of a Japanese and American release with P4 Arena, which came out in Japan, and then 1 week, 2 weeks later it came out in America. And they said too that they were trying to look forward to do that for more games, so I wouldn't be surprised if Atlus actually picked up Dodonpachi. It's just another awesome case shmup. And for you PS Vita fans, this is very interesting. You can't get it anymore, but it's still worth checking out. And this is probably going to be, if you got one of these pre-orders, congratulations to you. This sold out within, I would say, 6 to 8 hours. They only printed 750 copies of this, which is why it's going to be so rare. It's called DJ Max Technica Tune Limited Edition. Now, DJ Max is actually a game that's been out for the PS Vita in Japan for a while. And I actually love DJ Max. What it is it's a series, a music rhythm game series that started actually in Korea. It's very Korean. It's got a lot of Korean music in there. And it's got like wide range of music from like house, trance, pop, electronica, R&B, hip hop, just J-pop. There's all kinds of, it's a huge mix. And on the PSP ones you would play by pressing buttons and all that. But it has some really awesome artwork and visuals going on in the background, and just really, really nice, addicting, and very frantic, as a lot of these music rhythm games from Japan and Korea are. They're very over the top, very fast paced, very frantic. So it got a limited edition, which they announced, and you could only get it through their website. As soon as it went up, it sold within 6 to 8 hours. It cost $100 for the limited edition, and what you would get is the game, obviously, a 2-disc original soundtrack, a visual art book with a lot of the artwork from the game, a hand strap, screen cleaner, a Technic-Attune branded armored PS Vita case, and a Technic-Attune Vita pouch. So you can actually see this at technicattune.com, and the limited edition is obviously not available anymore, but you can still get the game. And that's also news in itself, is that this game is actually coming out in America. It's set to come out the game's set to come out on October 26th. So if you're a music rhythm game fan, particularly like the really Japanese stuff, like maybe Hasumiku or any of those kind of style games, the DJ Max games are phenomenal. I've been obsessed with DJ Max Fever on my PSP. They're just phenomenal music rhythm games. And that is actually all my news. A lot of news to catch up on. So, Cliva got some news for us.
Wait a minute, I just want to ask that. 750 pre-orders, that's for what? Japan or America?
That's America. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Because this game has been out for a while in Japan. And in Japan they did a similar limited edition, but I think it had some other extra stuff. This was for America, and it was website exclusive. They only printed 750, sold out within hours. So it's going to be definitely the rarest PS Vita limited edition. Like I said, if you got one, congratulations.
But yeah, I do have some news, and let's see, the first one I got here is Mega Man creator Keiji Inafune is making a Ninja Gaiden game.
Wow.
I know, right?
That's the thing.
Super exciting. But the famed Japanese developer Keiji Inafune surprised the crowd at Team Ninja's pre-Tokyo Game Show event to discuss his collaboration with the studio's Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z. That's the name of the game. The collaboration represents a dream come true for Inafune to create a game featuring both zombies and ninjas. The project represents a chance for Keiji Inafune to make the kinds of games he really wanted to make while he was at Capcom, but never could. Referring to his comments, Inafune made saying that the Japanese industry was dying, he said, "We are going to survive and make good games. That will lead the Japanese game industry." So he's trying to make this new game to, help Japan out with its production. The game tells the story of Yaiba, whose only mission is to kill Ryu Hayabusa from the famed Ninja Gaiden games. Yaiba Ninja Gaiden Z is currently in development for consoles. I'm excited. I really am, because I've seen the trailer for this game and it looks simply amazing. It's all like cel shaded and stuff. And the fact that Keiji Inafune is back making games again, I'm definitely fucking picking this up for those two reasons.
Yeah, this sounds like it'd be one of the best Ninja Gaiden games for a while.
Yeah.
Compared to the newer stuff.
Yeah, Ninja Gaiden 3 didn't do all that well.
Yeah. I like the idea of cel shaded too. That sounds cool.
Now, he also, I was speaking with Holly Dog in My Lens, and he actually, did he make one, or he's going to make one? He's making like a penguin pirate game for the 3DS. I can't remember the name right now, but if that ever comes to the United States, I'll probably pick that one up as well, just because his name is attached to it. So, but I'm really excited for this Ninja Gaiden game.
Yeah.
Not just because of his name, but the trailer actually looks totally badass. But so, would you guys be interested in that game?
Yeah, more so than any of these other three that came out. These newer ones.
How about you, Techno?
He hates it. Now, did they confirm that this is coming out in America? And if so, like, when is it kind of scheduled to come out?
I have no idea on both those questions. All I have right here is that it's currently in development for consoles. But I wouldn't like, why would they not bring it to the United States?
Yeah, the other ones came out, so...
Yeah, KG Inafune has tons of fans in the United States. Like, just look at all the Mega Man fans, you know? But I think they'll bring it to the United States for sure. Like, they have no reason not to.
They should.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see, but I got another news story here from Tokyo Game Show, is that Kingdom Hearts HD Collection was announced for the PlayStation 3. It was announced that Square Enix at the Tokyo Game Show that the following games will be bundled together in an HD collection exclusively for the PlayStation 3. It will be released in 2003, and the games will be included will be Kingdom Hearts Final Mix HD, Kingdom Hearts Re-Chain of Memories HD, and the Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days cutscenes in HD. So, I'm going to get this. If it comes to the United States, I'm definitely getting this because I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan. But, like, I don't know, man. Like, it has 2 games and then a whole bunch of cutscenes from another game.
Yeah, that sounds weird that it's not the actual game, but just, like, the cutscenes. That's
like, yeah, like, I would put, like, 358 over 2 days wasn't really the best Kingdom Hearts game, but I would at least put the entire game on the Blu-ray disc, you know, because that holds a lot of memory.
Well, I guess the only thing I could think is that one's on the DS, so they can't really do touchscreen, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, and, like, a lot of people are saying, like, well, where's Kingdom Hearts 2? And, like, I kind of agree with people, like, why not include that? But I can kind of see it as, like, maybe they're going to make, like, a second collection. You know, they could put Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, and maybe Kingdom Hearts Recoded, you know, on that collection. So it kind of makes sense in a way.
Did you hear about that? I saw the Kingdom Hearts, what they call 1.5 HD. Is that the same thing? Or?
Yeah, I think this is it.
Yeah.
This collection is the 1.5, because when they come out with a new collection with Kingdom Hearts 2 and, you know, and so on, I think it's going to be called, like, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.5.
Probably.
Or something like that. Like, these are just my guesses, so don't take my word as gold. So.
Of course. No, I don't know. In some ways, like, HD collections are cool, but it feels like it's getting a little bit old, but I just find it weird. It's like, there's a lot of Kingdom Hearts. It's just Square Enix does this. It's like they rehash the same series instead of working on newer series or rehashing, like, older series that are shown, like, no love. I mean, it took them forever to get a return to, like, Ogre Battle. We got Tactics Ogre, and it's just they rehash stuff like Final Fantasy and particularly Kingdom Hearts just because they're so popular in the West that I just kind of want to see them focus on some other newer stuff.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Like, they do have a lot of Kingdom Hearts games, but if you play the Dream Drop Distance, and okay, this is spoilers for whoever has not played that game. Do you care, Dan?
I don't really care. I don't plan on playing Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, well, I'm just saying, okay, this is a spoiler. If you guys are currently playing that game and don't want to know, skip ahead like 5 minutes. If you beat the game, there's a secret message in there that says Kingdom Hearts 3. So, you know, that kind of tells people they are making Kingdom Hearts 3. That is the next game to come out if you don't count the collection.
They've been speculating that for a while. You know they've been working on it. It's just a big game.
Yeah, so, like, it's gonna come out. I can tell you that right now. And I'm excited for it. I'll get Kingdom Hearts 3. I'll get this HD collection because I am a fan of the Kingdom Hearts series. So,
yeah.
But, you know, that's just me.
I can guarantee you, too, that collection will come out because, for one, Kingdom Hearts, probably behind Final Fantasy, is extremely popular here in the States, so it'd be absolutely stupid for Square Enix not to take an opportunity at that to sell it here.
Yeah.
Because they know millions of people would buy it.
Oh, yeah, totally. But the last news story I have is the Injustice Gods Among Us has a collector's edition. This collector's edition is going to include a 13-inch tall statue of Wonder Woman using the baby pod of Superman to smash Batman as Batman tries to free himself from Wonder Woman's golden lasso of truth. That is a huge, awesome statue. If you guys have a chance, please look up the Injustice God Among Us Collector's Edition to take a look at the statue. It's going to be fucking fantastic. But the other things that included in this collector's edition is obviously a copy of the game. You're going to get a special collector's edition of a brand new DC comic book series, a digital download of DC Universe's animated film Justice League Doom, which is actually a really good movie. I highly recommend it. And 3 exclusive skins based on Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman from the new DC Comics New 52. This collector's edition is going to be released sometime in April 2003 for the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, and it's going to go for $99.99 or like $100. So, but I'm excited. I'm definitely getting this collector's edition, man, just because of that fucking statue.
Yeah, that sounds pretty badass. Actually, the way you described it. No.
Have you seen it?
Nope. I didn't.
Oh, look it up right now. It's literally Wonder Woman taking Superman's baby pod, the one he used to come from Krypton, to smash over Batman's head while he's trying to get free from her lasso. I'm like, holy shit. And they're in the new DC 52 costumes.
That's cool.
I know, I can't wait. But I'm getting it just for that statue. Because I already have the movie. But
Oh, yeah.
oh, and the exclusive costumes, I guess, too. That'd be awesome. But that's basically all my news. I do have one more thing I kind of want to mention that's not really news related, but just, keep in mind, guys, if you guys are like into Pokemon, this is like the last week you guys can go to GameStop. And I know you guys don't like GameStop, but deal with it.
God.
If you go to GameStop, this is the last week you can go there and download the Pokemon Keldeo onto your Pokemon White or Black game. And when you transfer that particular Pokemon from White and Black to the new White and Black 2, it actually evolves during transfer. So if you guys are into Pokemon, go down to GameStop if you haven't already and download Keldeo, because it'll be your last chance. You only got I think 7 to 8 more days. So, but that's basically it. That's all my news. So.
Yeah. I saw the statue. It looks pretty badass, actually.
Yeah, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
man. Tell me you want that thing.
Yeah, I would buy just like the statue.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. But, oh yeah, I can't. As soon as I go to GameStop to get my Pokemon, I'll reserve Injustice for All. I'm not Injustice God Among Us. I keep saying Injustice for All because that's actually the name of a comic book. But yeah. And to let you guys know, Techno just left to go get his phone. He left it at the movie theaters, but he'll be back sometime tonight, we hope.
Yeah, you should be back.
Yeah, so if you guys are TechnoSqueek fans, you're going to have to deal with just me and Dan.
Oh, we lost all our viewers.
Yeah, we lost.
No Techno, fuck this, no matter.
What? TechnoSqueek's not the podcast? Fuck this, we're not listening.
Flip a table or something.
Did you get that Kirby HD, not HD collection?
I wish it was HD. Oh my god.
I know.
Pissed
What?
my pants.
I keep screwing up tonight, but yeah, the Kirby collection, dude.
Oh hell yeah, I've had that pre-order. I'm a big Kirby fan. People know
Yeah,
that.
dude. Yeah, I got that thing day one, man. I can't believe it. Have you played all of them yet?
No, not all of them. I've been working my way slowly through the games. I've been really busy, but the first game I played when I popped it in was starting off with the first in the series, Kirby's Dream Land 1, which I beat in a sitting because it's a short Game Boy game. It took me 45 minutes. And the one I'm working through right now is, I've actually never played it, is Kirby's Dream Land 3 for the Super Nintendo, which I'm really enjoying. And I played a little bit of Kirby Superstar.
Let's see. I didn't play Dreamland 1 or Kirby's Adventure because I've already played and beaten those on the DS, or my 3DS. So I went straight to Dreamland 2. And I've beaten all the games on the collection so far, but those are actually pretty good games. I'm not really a fan of the animals though.
Yeah, and in the first Kirby's Dream Land, that was the one where they didn't have the feature to take on abilities yet.
You just eat them and suck them up.
Yeah.
And
That was introduced in Kirby's Adventure. But I like the bonus featurettes. I mean, overall, it was a much better, collection than what they did for Super Mario All-Stars. I think
Oh yeah, definitely.
Nintendo learned their lesson. Even the soundtrack, like, I was impressed with the soundtrack. I'm like, oh my god, this little
Dude, yeah.
couple of songs from, like, all the Kirby games. I'm like, oh, this is
45
awesome.
songs on that.
And it had, like, all the songs I freaking love, so I've just been listening to that constantly. And seeing, like, the little art book and seeing, like, I think they had some of the, like, earliest concept sketches. I think they had a drawing of Kirby when they first submitted the idea of Kirby, and it was, like, very, like, rugged and rough. It was just cool to see that. But also the bonus video featurettes, one I really liked was they had, like, an orchestra playing Kirby music, and I think that was fucking awesome. Like, I was just sitting there listening to it, and because anyone knows, like, Kirby music isn't really orchestrated, so to hear it from, like, a orchestrated perspective, it was fucking awesome to listen to. That was really cool. A lot of cool stuff. I mean, it has a timeline where it just breaks down everything
dude, I
that
love
happened.
that timeline.
Yeah,
I love.
awesome?
Did you read like the certain things in that timeline?
Yeah, it was so cool going through. Is like it'd have the game, and then it'd say like, what Nintendo consoles were released that year. So it'd say like the Virtual Boy was released. I'll be like, oh my god, Virtual Boy. But then it also had like news articles of like anything big that happened that year.
Yeah, one of my favorites was the first Harry Potter book was released.
I remember that.
I'm like, this has nothing to do with Kirby, but they mention it.
And they have like, and you can go and like even the games that aren't on the collection, like they have videos that you can watch like the actual gameplay of every single game. And there's some games I haven't heard of. Like one of them I think was that Kirby puzzle game on the Game Boy or Game Boy Color. I'm like, I never heard of that. And then it reminded me of a Kirby game I still need to get, and I totally wanted it. I remember I really wanted it when it came out and was getting ready to come out because I saw commercials for it, and I just totally forgot it until I saw it on the collection. That's Kirby Tilt and Tumble. Remember that for the Game Boy Color where you have like you have to tilt that shit and all that. Like I want to get that now. Totally forgot about that. That's a good collection.
Yeah, I did you do the extra challenges?
Not yet. I haven't tried those out yet. I'm curious.
I did like 5 of them. They're not bad.
Yeah, I mean even that though, it shows like that's a nice touch. It's like that they just didn't slap on games, but tried to do a little something extra. That's nice. It just makes me think like with the possibilities for the Mario one, like they could have done so much more with that.
Oh yeah,
especially since it's like, I mean, hell, you would think that's probably their biggest series that they should have had like a timeline on their Super Mario Brothers and stuff like that. But they learned their lesson for sure.
You know what's funny? Every time I think about like their first Kirby game, like you would think like Kirby's Adventure on the NES would be the first one, but like it's not. It's the Dreamland for the Game Boy, and like every time like I realize that, I'm like, oh right, that is the first game. It's so weird.
Yeah, I forgot about that too until I popped it in. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this. You can take on abilities and stuff. It's still fun to play those. I really enjoyed Dreamland 1. I think my personal favorite though, and a lot of people, maybe it's my nostalgia factor for it, but I really do like Kirby's Adventure a lot because I think for what they were capable of doing with that game on an NES was pretty damn impressive. Like it was a pretty big game. It wasn't like super short, and it was just awesome being introduced for the first time and being able to take on abilities and all that. It was just a lot of fun.
My favorite game on that collection has to be Kirby 64.
Yeah, I never played that one.
Yeah, well, the reason I like it is because it has, basically like in each level, you have to get the crystal shards, but like there's like maybe like 2 to like 4 shards in each level that you gotta find. So if you don't find all of them, you could always go back and try to like, find them again. So there's like a lot of replayability if you're a completionist, and I think that's one of the main reason why I like that game. Is it's like, it's almost like the Mario games where you have to collect the 6 different stars in each level.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to collect them, but you can if you want to. So that's what like Kirby 64 is, and like I think I like it for that aspect.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons I was excited to get this, is because I never played Kirby 64, and I also never played Kirby Dreamland 3, which is the one I'm playing through. So I was excited to be able to finally play this.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I never played those games either. I don't know, like Is there like another Nintendo series you would love to see, like a collection like this? Not the Mario collection, but like a Kirby collection.
Well, I was thinking about that too, is because like I was thinking like, oh, they're really doing these series. I'm like, I kind of felt they probably should have done one for The Legend of Zelda, but I guess they kind of celebrated that as Skyward Sword. That was kind of the celebration, like the 25th celebration with the special limited edition golden Wii remote. But I think it still would have been cool to do like a small collection with like the 2 NES Zelda games and then A Link to the Past and then maybe one of the 64 games like Ocarina of Time and have like the history of Zelda and stuff like that. That would have been nice.
Yeah, actually, I'm mentioning this in a video that I'm currently working on, but the Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages, I want that to be re-released either on one cartridge or like one like downloadable thing. Because, those are 2 different games, but basically it's one epic story.
Yeah.
I really think they should release those 2 games onto like one cartridge for like either the DS or probably most likely the 3DS. It would make more sense.
They should combine those. They could also throw in the Link's Awakening on there for the Game Boy.
Yeah. Well, they got that as a download for the 3DS already.
Yeah,
I don't know.
just to throw it in there.
I think they would make a good collection.
What about you? Can't think of any Nintendo series?
Well, actually, I was just gonna go with you with The Legend of Zelda, but yeah, with outside Nintendo, I would probably say maybe Castlevania might be a good one.
That'd be a good one because a lot of people haven't played like those original NES ones or the Super Castlevania 4.
Yeah, you could put the first 3 Castlevanias, Castlevania 4.
They should put Dracula X on there for sure because that one's really expensive on the Super Nintendo.
Oh, that's the Super Nintendo one? What was the one on the Genesis?
That's Castlevania Bloodlines.
Okay, Bloodlines. Could they put that one on the collection, you think? Probably not, right?
If it was Nintendo. Well, I don't know. I mean, hell, they got Sega Genesis games on the Virtual Console now, so I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Like, Sega's, like, if Sega was a separate company, then I could see issues, but no. It's not like that anymore.
Yeah, I think those games right there would be a good Castlevania collection. And then I've wanted this for years. I would want like a collection of all the Mega Man Game Boy games, like 1 through 5. I think that would be pretty badass, but knowing Capcom, that's not going to happen.
Probably not.
Yeah. I don't know, but Nintendo series-wise, I guess you could do Donkey Kong, I suppose.
Yeah, the Donkey Kong Country games, or maybe even the 3 Donkey Kong lands they had on the Game Boy.
Yeah. I would say Metroid, but Metroid doesn't really have that many games compared with the other series, though.
Yeah, and they pretty much did a really good collection with that Metroid Prime collection with 1, 2, and 3. That was a really nice collection. Like, I wanted Kirby, and, like, I'll be totally honest, like, when they announced that, I was like, oh my god, like, I did not see that coming, because I was like, it's not necessarily their most popular series. Like, some people take it as a little kid's game or all that, or like, oh, this is a baby's game, you don't die, and stuff like that. And I'm like, dude, it's simple, it's fun as hell, the level design is amazing, it's colorful, it's just one of those games that's amazing to just kick back, relax, and play. It's fun.
Yeah, they're definitely not hard at all.
Yeah. But, like, I honestly never thought they'd do a collection for that. It's just because I feel like it's a little bit, like I would say definitely Mario, Zelda, and maybe even Metroid are way more popular than Kirby. At least here in the States. But yeah. That was awesome.
The time! The time! Who's got the time?
It's question time!
Let's see. Our first question comes from Jason Hayes, and he asks, what was your best eBay find?
It's a hard question.
Nope, mine's wicked easy. Actually, it's 2 of them, and they're both Mega Man related. The first auction I found is it had Mega Man Legends 2, and the Misadventures of Tron on eBay, and I only paid about $110 for the 3 together. And the seller was so close to my house, I think she was across the state, so it really only took me like 2 days to get the package. And then the other Mega Man find I found on eBay was Mega Man X, X2, X3, 7, and Soccer all in one lot for about $200.
Damn.
That's not bad, considering those separately sell for quite a bit.
No, yeah, Mega Man, I think X2 and X3 are going for like $70 a piece, I think.
Yeah.
So those are my 2 finds.
What about you, Techno? I'm trying to search eBay and go to my past history.
Wasn't his the Barney one?
Yeah.
No.
Did you get like Barney for like a penny?
No, I did not. That was from you, Quick Freeze.
Don't bring me into this.
You were the one that bought it for me.
I don't remember this.
Okay, whatever. But mine would be, I found that CDX. I fucking can't remember how much. I have a video on it. It was probably like, I don't know, 100 and like something. Like probably 150 maybe, or 160, or 170. Fuck, I don't remember.
It's one of those ones.
Yeah, it's one of those ones, and it came with a few CD games and that Wheel of Fortune one.
Oh hell yeah!
Hell yeah! That's Amazing Spider-Man versus the Kingpin, and that Time Gal.
Mm.
And then it came with like Sonic CD. I was like, oh yeah. And it also came with like this like Sega Genesis collection thing, you know, on Sega CD that had like Revenge of Shinobi, Golden Axe, you know, those type of games. And it also came with Echo the Dolphin on Sega CD.
Yay! Echo.
Oh hell yeah!
So yeah.
Okay, I went through my history. And surprisingly, I feel like I bought more than I actually gone through my history. It's still a lot of stuff, but I think I mentioned it to Cliva recently, but I got these really cool, authentic Kirby plushes. They're like nice little, like 3-inch Kirby plushes from Japan that were like, Japan has like these vending machines where you can get rewards and stuff, so they were part of that. They all have the tags and all that, and I won them for $1 because it was an auction too, so like I just placed a bid, and I'm like, it seems like no one's paying attention to this, so I just put a bid in, $1, got it. It's pretty sweet. It has Sword Kirby, Kirby with the wand, Fighter Kirby, and regular Kirby. So, and I love Kirby, so that was really awesome. And
Nice.
I think a more recent one is getting and sniping this, kind of winning it for a steal because no one was really putting up a fight for it, and that was Artanel Quokka Nella Barcel Premium Edition for the PS3. It's very hard to find. It's very uncommon nowadays. The cheapest it goes for is probably $80 to $100, and I was able to get that for $37. Won that. That was a steal. It was in mint condition, and the seller knows how to ship a boxed item because he wrapped the shit out of it, bubble wrapped it, and actually put it in a box that way it didn't get crushed or anything. So it's in mint condition. And also a Neo Geo Pocket color game actually that is actually quite rare, and that's called Facele, and I got that for $6, and people would know that Facele is a highly uncommon game for the Neo Geo Pocket, which is a tactical robot mech RPG. So yeah. A lot of my better finds I would actually say come from stuff like Hap.com and even Amazon in some ways.
Nice.
Yeah.
See, our next question's from Playlive, and he says, my question is, have you ever had a friend ever pay you money to do something weird or stupid? If so, how much and what for? I do crap like this often. My latest one was to smash a tile over my head for $30, which turned into a 3DO, a Game Boy Advance SP, a PSP, and a bunch of games.
That was a tile well smashed.
Yeah.
There you go.
Way to smash
Good job,
it.
sir. Totally.
Yeah, I've never done anything for money.
I feel like I've done something for money, but it's been a long time. I don't remember. Probably back in my high school days, I feel like I did something, but I don't know. I'm sure Techno, come on, man. I know you. Shit.
I did stupid shit in high school and junior high, but I didn't do it for money. I did it for free. Because I am stupid. So. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, the next question is from RPG Swagman. He says, what's the #1 sequel or port to a game/series you would love that should be announced at Tokyo Game Show? What system should it be on, and how does it envision? How do you envision it being played?
Oh, man.
God, RPG Swagwagon over here asking me tough questions.
That's amazing. Shit. There's so many.
Well, man, a lot of my RPGs have, like, or just games that have, like, a sequel to got sequels or something. I'm trying to... It's kind of hard to think of one that's long overdue.
Fucking Skies of Arcadia 2! Yes!
That's a good one.
And Killer Instinct 3.
For Tokyo Game Show? Yeah, right.
Yes! Tokyo Game Show.
Unless it's Killer Instinct 3, the JRPG version or something. Which would be amazing.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
You know, I want a Mega Man music rhythm game. I want a Mega Man music rhythm game. Kind of like Feel the Rhythm. I think that would be totally badass, because there's a lot of great 8-bit chiptune Mega Man tunes. I think that'd be awesome.
I want an authentic Tales of fighting game. Like if they did it like in the realm of like what Atlas did with Persona 4 Arena. Because there kind of is one that it's called Tales of Versus, but that is kind of a little more like Super Smash Brothers, which I kind of don't like. And I kind of just want like a 2D style fighting game that like just a classic fighting game. But for Tales of, that'd be amazing. Probably have awesome art style. Probably look gorgeous in HD. And yeah, I mean, like a lot of RPGs that come to mind for me have gotten sequels and stuff like that. Although, still waiting on a Tales of Villia 2. Yeah, that's the thing. But we're getting Tales of Villia next year. But it doesn't help that in fucking Tokyo Game Show they're showing all these awesome. Like I'm not even kidding. Tales of Villia 2, I can already tell it looks like it's going to be the best Tales of game just because it's very gritty and dark and mature. Like I saw more blood and gore in like some of the trailers than like I've seen in any Tales of game, and just the story of it just looks amazing. Being able to have quick time decisions where you have to think on your feet really quick, and it just like, oh my god, just look up some of those trailers, they're amazing. But I hope that comes out, which it should. I mean, it's a sequel. Yeah. Good questions, tough questions.
Let's see, the next one is from Mikey's Monarch. He says, if there was a bar fight between you guys, who would win, what weapon would you use, and why?
Eddie?
Yeah, this bar fight is actually scheduled for next week, so,
At around 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who the fuck goes to a bar at 4 o'clock?
Apparently Techno. Drugs and Techno.
The fuck? Let's see. You know what? My weapon is going to be a double-bladed lightsaber, because I think they're totally badass, and the reason why is because they're totally badass.
That was
and I think I would win. I think I would win.
I thought it was, like, weapons that you could scrounge up there.
Are you telling me that there's no lightsabers in the bar?
What? The hell
Yes.
no.
What if this was a Star Wars themed
Exactly.
bar?
Then
Okay,
what?
then. Fuck.
You could do both. Let's do both. Let's pick like a fictional weapon, like from a game, and then an actual weapon that if we're in a typical bar setting.
Okay, so my weapon would be the lightsaber, and a weapon that would actually be there, a pull cue.
Damn, I was thinking that Pokemon too. I
Oh,
love
it's
that.
on-
It's always
it's right
so
there.
awesome, man. Like seeing people get smashed over the back or something like that.
I would take that thing and snap it on my knee. That way I would have two of them, and I would just beat the living crap out of them, like if I had clubs or something.
Yeah, I'd take that pull cue right to Techno's kneecaps. Smack the hell out. I don't know. For me, I think a fictional weapon like from a game. I'm thinking it'd be awesome. The portal gun. Just fuck
Oh,
people.
God.
It's like shoot a portal right under your feet and a portal on
Shit.
the roof and just see you constantly go in a loop and just leave you there. Like, yeah, it's funny. And then since Cliva took my answer, a classic barstool. Can't go wrong.
Yep.
Just snap.
Yeah, I didn't say barstool.
No, I said like since you already chose what I was gonna say, the
Oh, okay.
barstool.
Now
Well,
I'm
you know
gonna
what? We
do
could
something
team
different.
up, Dan. We could team up, and we both have
Okay,
pull
let's
cues.
do that.
All right, cool.
Damn it.
Full cues.
Then I'll take the fucking bar stool. And then for my not realistic weapon, I don't know, the sword from Threads of Fate on the PlayStation. Please tell me someone out there has played that game.
I know of it.
I've
Yeah.
never heard of this.
Well, see,
before.
the you could pick as a boy or a girl, and the boy has this big ass sword thing, but it looks like a fucking pizza cutter, and I just call it the pizza cutter, and it's awesome. It's awesome looking. It looks like a giant thing to cut pizzas with.
Awesome.
So yeah.
You know what would be kind of
Whatever.
cool too is if you had darts, just like throw a whole bunch of darts.
Take them off the dartboard and just start throwing them.
Well, like if you were like very precise with those things, they're like hypodermic needles, man.
Or
It
just
would
take
suck.
just take the 8-ball right to Techno's crotch. Ah, this is
Dude, I play the shit out of darts. I love darts.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know.
501, yeah, some stuff.
Well, it sounds like me and Dan are gonna kick your ass.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably.
gonna get your ass handed. Let's do this.
You know what I picture is just me and Dan like flipping around the bar like ninjas, like all synchronized and
With
stuff
full cues.
with pull cues. That'd be totally awesome. Let's see. What next question?
Yeah.
All right. Psycho 6 asks, what characters would you like to see in Marvel versus DC come out? Is that, yeah, that's exact. Okay, what characters would you like to see if DC versus Marvel came out? And do you guys think that another gaming crash would happen if gaming goes digital? We'll always have older systems, but we'll never new ones stop coming out. Okay, that's what he asked, is what characters we want to see in a Marvel vs. DC game, and do you think there's going to be another gaming crash?
Sure, Clive's got this. I have no answer. I'll just say that right now.
Okay,
I can't think of anything.
for DC versus Marvel, you obviously got the staples. You got Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, Aquaman. If you want maybe secondary characters,
Anyone choose Aquaman?
Aquaman's
Dude,
totally
I play
badass.
as Aquaman. What?
Dude, Aquaman's totally badass. Don't talk shit about Aquaman.
Shit.
If you want secondary characters, you can throw in Harley Quinn, Joker, Cyborg. There's multiple Green Lanterns in there. For Marvel, you could obviously have Wolverine, Spider-Man, Hulk, Iron Man, Captain America, Ghost Rider. I'm just naming a whole bunch of them off my head. Iceman. Any of the bad guys in Marvel. So yeah. There's like so many guys I can mention. Like I can go on for hours. So. And Aquaman rules.
Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Sea creatures.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. It's a
It's
real man.
telekinesis. He never moves his mouth. Shut up.
Talking to dolphins is the most hardcore shit ever.
Hey, dolphins are mammals. I learned that today.
Talking to fucking Echo the dolphin, yeah.
Dude, I learned that today. Dolphins are mammals.
What about you, Techno? You want Echo in there?
No, I don't. So, okay, Marvel, it's gotta be, you gotta have Spider-Man, Venom, fucking Capcom. Why the fuck didn't you put Venom in Marvel vs. Capcom 3? You bitch.
Take it easy there, Slugger.
Yeah, they gave him a black costume.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It is, dude, the same. Shut up.
No, it's not.
Venom sucks. Aquaman can
Fuck
kick Venom's
you.
ass. Aquaman can kick Venom's ass.
No, he can't.
Yes, he can. Shut up.
What about DC?
Batman, Nightwing, Robin, Tim Drake, Robin, every other Robin, Jason Todd.
So basically you want Batman and all Robins.
Yes!
What a lame game.
Dude, no.
I can just picture it. It'll be Marvel versus Batman universe.
Batman Universe.
Marvel versus Robin.
And
You just imagine that.
no, it's Spider-Man and Venom versus Batman Universe.
Okay.
Lame roster selection.
I know, man. You were never allowed to design any fighting game.
I like Electro.
Oh, Electro's nice.
Fuck. Who is the other? Shocker. Yeah.
So, hold on. Basically, you want Batman versus Spider-Man. That's your game.
Dude, yeah.
Okay.
And then X-Men.
And then all the rest is DLC that's locked on the disc. That'd be amazing.
Alright.
Good game, Techno.
What about you, Dan? Name your characters.
I want Spider-Man for DC, and
Spider-Man for DC.
I want Stan Lee. I want Stan Lee as a playable character.
Dude, that would be hilarious.
He throws like comic books or something at the enemies. That'd be amazing.
Could you imagine Stan Lee versus Bob Kane?
That's the game I would play. Yeah, you guys pretty much covered ground on that. And then what's the second part of his question? Video game crash if it goes digital?
Do you guys think there will be a gaming crash if it goes digital? You know what? I'm going to say yes to this question because I will not buy a game if it's digital only. I have to have the physical copy.
I don't think it would crash. I think it was just the video game market would take a hit once it translates all the way to digital because they're going to lose a whole market of video game collectors who want physical copies. But, I mean, we can see it from Steam. I mean, if you think Steam is struggling for money, it's not the case. So Steam's a good sign to kind of look at if everything went digital and if they did it right, like Steam, like having discount sales that drastically beat regular prices and stuff like that, or on live. But I don't know, like I like physical copies, but I still buy digital games if they're obviously the only way to play them and stuff like that. There's still a lot of great digital games to be had, but it's not going to be the same. I mean, you won't be able to go to the store and pick up like the new game. You won't be able to wait in line and get hyped. It's going to put companies like GameStop out of business. So yeah, it's definitely going to have drastic effects, but I think video gaming will still, it won't crash like completely like it did back in the day. That was a severe crash, and that was mainly due to all the consoles sucked at the time, and there were like no consoles coming out, so we're not really seeing that right now. What about you, Techno? Give us your in-depth input.
He's still making his roster for the last one.
I don't think it will, because like you said, Steam is like a fucking train, and it won't stop because they have fucking, if they have sales like Steam does, then they're gonna stay, up. We won't have a crash.
Yeah. I think one of the most pointless things they could do, and I probably wouldn't buy it, is if they actually manufactured, like, I don't know, Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, if they manufactured an actual physical console that has no physical copies of games for it, that's like, almost like OnLive, where you buy like the, kind of just the system, but you use a service to run the games. I think that'd be absolutely stupid.
Well, that thing crashed.
Yeah, obviously, that's the point. That's what I'm saying. I think that'd be the stupidest thing to do again if you have people buy a physical system that has no physical games for it. That's just a digital service. That'd be weird.
Well, isn't that kind of like the oh yeah?
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do. We'll see how that turns out.
Yeah. That's pretty much the same thing as OnLive. Kind of. Yeah.
To an extent, but it's got a much bigger market. It's open for hacking, and unlike OnLive, OnLive suffered, honestly, because the internet right now is just not capable of OnLive. And that's the most simple way to put it. That thing eats up bandwidth, and you better have the most amazing internet connection or something to be able to play OnLive games without any latency issues. So
yeah,
that kind of stuff for me, it's the wrong time. It's a novel idea, but it's not the right time for it. I think if they try and launch that, a similar idea, maybe 3-4 years down the road when the internet's a little bit better, then it might be a little bit more successful. But yeah. And I guess we're gonna wait and see. Totally forgot about that thing, but yeah, I'm curious.
Doesn't that thing come up pretty quickly?
Yeah, I think it's like holiday season, isn't it, or something like that.
Something around there.
Yeah.
I don't know. But, see, next question, he says, Sir Mappy says, with Halloween coming up, I was wondering, what is the scariest movie you have ever seen?
Oh, my God.
Well, I don't watch him because he just freaks me the fuck out. But, the Freddy movies?
Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah. Like, I like Jason, but Freddy, he kind of freaks me the fuck out.
I'm gonna have to go with Dumbo.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna have to go Air Bud. My fucking God.
No, there's a reason. When I was a little kid, man, you guys have ever seen Dumbo?
Yeah.
The Disney movie?
Yeah.
That one scene when Dumbo gets really, really drunk and starts seeing the pink elephants.
Oh, yeah.
When I was a little kid,
I remember that.
That one scene scared the living shit out of me. And now I'm like grown up. Like I'm in my late 20s, and I can't watch that movie. That movie still scares the shit out of me because that one scene.
I remember that. It was kind of a terrifying imagery.
It really and I gotta say, like, I was like, what, 9, 10? That scene scared me, like, because they're, like, climbing up the side of the TV, and then they're going upside down, and then they're going back down on the left side of the TV, and they're just marching along, and Dumbo's just sitting there all drunk and shit. It's just like, oh, shit, man. I got, like, shivers up my arm right now. God. Scary-ass scene, and no one fucking believes me.
Man, this is tough for me, because I don't watch a whole lot of movies to begin with, and then I don't like scary movies. Like, I'd rather play a scarier game than watch a movie. Human Centipede, oh my God. No, I can't.
You actually watched that?
No, I never watched
Okay.
it. It's garbage. But I would say this one movie because I remember I watched it, and at the time I was really paranoid about aliens and stuff like that, like extraterrestrials. And I was younger, too. And it was a very atmospheric movie, which I think made it more disturbing. And do you guys remember a movie called Signs?
Yeah.
Yes.
That fucking creeped the shit out of me. I hate that movie. Because I was a kid, too, when I watched that. And just the fact that you don't really see, like, the creatures, but, like, just the tiny little glimpses you catch of them, and just the drama and suspense that builds up. It's like, oh my God, I can't handle this.
Very nice.
You know what I hate?
Batman?
Rob.
No. fucking jump scares.
I hate that too, because it's so cheap. Like, they'll just build up with the music and then...
No way,
it'll drop silent and then... Bam. It's kind of like Dead Space. It was like, really, Dead Space, you're trying a little too hard with jump scares.
Dude, I love those because, like, I always jump and scared, and then as soon as I realized there was nothing, I always, like, laughed my ass off. I love those.
It's tacky. I'm always more impressed with the movies that can scare you without having to rely on, like, old tricks. I mean, the best example is probably, like, The Shining. Stuff like that. Kind of just that mood and how they scare you and that, or they just make you feel uncomfortable in a unique way. That's kind of, I'm more impressed by that kind of stuff. Because I feel like anyone could do jump scares and it's just kind of old. Unless you do it right, but...
Dumbo.
Yeah, like Dumbo. Oh my god.
Man, pink elephants, man. It's scariest shit in the world. But, let's see, next question comes from Hammond. I apologize if I butcher your name, but Hamaad, Hamed. Okay. It says, what should I buy? A GameCube, Nintendo 64, or a Sega Genesis?
Fucking Sega Genesis,
I was about to say. Techno's gonna be biased here.
I'm gonna go GameCube.
Or GameCube.
Well, I guess this is dependent. I mean, like, I have no idea what kind of games he likes or what kind of era he likes, you know, so it's really hard to go off of.
Okay, well, I'm picking GameCube because this is what I'm going to be basing off of, is GameCube is better than the Nintendo 64, really, because it's a graphical update. It's still, they have the same type of games on both systems, it's just GameCube looks better. GameCube compared to Sega Genesis, I'm still going to go with GameCube because the gameplay is a lot better than the Sega Genesis. That's my opinion.
Well, of course it's going to be better than the Sega Genesis. It's like a fucking... How many years older than that?
Well, that's my choice. That's my opinion. So, why? What would you pick?
I would pick either the Genesis or the GameCube because I have a little soft spot for GameCube.
You know, this is kind of hard for me to answer because I'm not the biggest GameCube fan. I was the PS2 guy, but I still appreciate what the GameCube did. So it's really hard to go off of, like I said, because I wish I knew a little bit more. But if you like the 16-bit era and you never experienced the 16-bit era, and I don't know, you're a gamer, you like that kind of stuff, I would say it's definitely worth at least, because I'm kind of getting the vibe that he probably has the Super Nintendo, if he said like 64 GameCube, but then Genesis, because obviously I was a Super Nintendo kid, I didn't get a Genesis till years later because I wanted to experience it. So in that kind of sense, if you have a Super Nintendo, and I think it's totally worth experiencing the other side of that, the Sega Genesis, because I found so many games I come to love, like Shining Force, the Phantasy Star games. I'm a big RPG fan, Sword of Vermilion, and stuff like that, and even series like Valis. There's a lot of great classics on there that are just overlooked, and a lot of the great Sega stuff. I mean, Golden Axe and Streets of Rage. So many classics there. So if you have a Super Nintendo, I think it's totally worth checking out the other side. If you're more of a newer gamer, you maybe don't like the older consoles, 64 is hard to go back to, almost for the same reason the PS1's hard to go back to, is a lot of games don't age well, and particularly the controls. I'm not the biggest fan of the N64 controller. I'll come out right now and say that. I do not like the controller, period. I kind of want one of those Hori pads that are so popular, but they're so expensive, but I don't like the setup of using the middle joystick. And I feel like it's so flimsy that it's going to break on me. I'm always paranoid, but there's good games on there, don't get me wrong. There's classics, but you got to go into it with, you know, certain taste, because visually it's not going to look so well, especially if you're playing it on an HD TV or something. But the classics are definitely there, so it's still worth checking out. But if you're a more modern gamer, definitely check out the GameCube, because you get all those similar kind of games, like Cliva said, that were on the 64, but you get them a little bit more updated. So instead of playing like Super Smash Bros., you're playing Brawl, which is, you know, upgraded even better. And just visually, a lot of great games on there. A lot of great series too, like Pikmin and stuff like that. So I think it's worth checking out the GameCube if you like more modern games. So there you go, I covered like all the grounds.
You mean Melee?
Oh yeah, Melee. No.
Oh, you just got schooled.
Technicalities, all the same game anyways.
You know, as you were like listing off games, you guys remember Kid Chameleon?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Love that game.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, it's totally dependent on what you like.
And Comic Zone. If you go Sega Genesis, get Comic Zone.
It's fucking hard.
I don't care. It's a great game.
I know. I'm just saying. It's fucking hard. I like Beyond Oasis too.
Yeah. It's a lot of good stuff.
But let's see. Our last question comes from Kevin from the Mega Man Cave. What is your favorite food to eat while gaming?
What? I feel like we get this every like once
Yeah.
in a while.
Yeah, we've already answered this a lot of times. I don't eat anything because I don't like to get crumbs and grease all over my controllers. But I do drink like maybe like Pepsi Zero or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pizza, I guess. But most time, I'm not eating anything.
Yeah, it's usually the case with me. Or if I'm eating something, it's something small, not messy. That way I don't get my controllers dirty, but I don't know. I like to have a good cup of noodles every now and then while I game. You know, because I have a little table here. I can just eat a little bit, especially if I'm playing like an RPG and I'm just watching a cutscene. Like, yep, cup of noodles. Do this. And then for drinking, I always have like a Coke, Cherry Coke, something.
Oh yeah.
Or Dr. Pepper, of course. I love Dr. Pepper. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yep. So that's all our questions. So thanks, guys, for asking questions.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
And Techno, where can they ask questions if they want to?
Our Facebook page.
Oh my God. What's Facebook?
Yeah, we have one of those.
I don't know what Facebook is.
Is it a book with people's faces? That would be me.
That would be
Yes.
awesome.
Yes.
No. But yeah, if you guys want to ask us questions in the future, you can leave us a thing on Facebook, on Pete's Game Room forums. We have a thread there. Or you can email us at pressstartpod@gmail.com. And we take audio questions. We don't have any of those lately.
Yeah.
Send those in. We
And
appreciate
Send them.
I think you can
Do
also
it.
tweet a question too, right, Techno?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just
You
tweet a
can
question.
tweet
Chat.
a question at pressstartpod.
There you go.
There you go.
Plenty of ways.
But guys, you guys know what
Oh
time it is?
God. Let me research the Game Boy.
Okay, research the Game Boy and the
Google,
virtual
here
Boy.
I come.
I'll give you exactly.
Shit, I totally forgot.
Time
It's
for the
about
Googler.
Game Boy.
Okay, you guys had exactly 30 seconds to Google Virtual Boy and Game Boy.
I'm doing
Oh
this.
shit.
Game
Go.
Boy. No, I don't want Amazon. Fuck you, Amazon. No, where's Wikipedia? Son of a bitch.
Come on, 15 seconds.
Game Boy Camera, why the fuck
What?
did I do that? I'm not finding the original Game Boy Wikipedia, god damn it.
Alright guys,
No.
it's time. It's time. It's time for Quick Freeze's My Little Trivia.
Oh god, help us.
You guys ready?
Sure, let's do this.
Sure.
What's our buzzing?
Your buzz-in word is, damn it.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Pepperoni.
Yeah. Pepperoni. Your buzz-in word is pepperoni.
Okay, let's do this.
Woohoo!
Okay. Question 1. There were 3 launch titles for the original Game Boy.
Mhm.
Tetris, Super Mario Land, and 1 sport game.
Oh fuck. Wait.
What's the sport game?
Oh fuck.
Pepperoni.
Would you like extra cheese with that?
Yeah, damn it.
Baseball.
Wrong.
Okay. Pepperoni. Play action football?
The answer is tennis.
Oh fuck me. Yeah. Okay.
You were close though.
Yeah.
Okay. The Virtual Boy, this is question 2. The Virtual Boy was Originally around what price in North America?
Pepperoni.
What is it?
I am gonna say $1.99.
Oh, nope.
Pepperoni.
And sausage.
I'm gonna say 150.
Wrong. The answer was 180.
Oh man.
Dan, I'm giving you that point because you were the closest.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew it was around that range.
Okay. Question 3. How many games were released for the Virtual Boy?
American Library?
Yeah, American Library.
Pepperoni. This is tough because there's one game that is very questionable if it's released in America or not, because, I don't know, it's just questionable, but I'm going to say 12.
Nope.
Fuck.
Oh, damn it. It's up to me. Pepperoni. Okay. I'm going to say...
He's gonna Google.
No.
Let me go.
I'm going to say... 11.
The answer is 14.
Shit.
Alright, next question. What is the difference between the black cartridges and the clear color cartridges for the Game Boy Color?
Pepperoni.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, let me explain this. Okay, the clear ones are like the newer ones of the Game Boy Color launch library. What the black ones were is those are the earliest Game Boy Color games, and the reason it was a big deal is because the black ones you can actually still play on a Super Game Boy and stuff like that, because it's the same design as the original Game Boy ones, but they're still technically Game Boy Color games, but after a certain period they switched over to the like see-through ones, and those are the newer ones, which obviously won't play on like the Super Game Boy nowadays. So yeah.
You are correct. The black cartridges were backwards compatible with the original Game Boy and the Game Boy Pocket.
Yeah.
And the Super Game Boy. Good job.
Yes.
Okay, question 5. The Game Boy Advance had video cartridges called Game Boy Advance Video that contained how many episodes on each cartridge?
Pepperoni.
What is it?
I'm going to say 2.
You are correct, sir.
Woo!
He has like
All right.
wild thornberries on there.
I know. I actually have that one. I have that one and a Pokemon one.
Okay.
Let's see. Next question is, how many Sonic Advance games were there on the GBA?
No, fuck me.
Pepperoni.
What is it?
You said Sonic Advance, right?
So, how many... I love how you said pepperoni. How many Sonic Advance games were on the GBA?
So do you mean Sonic Advance or Sonic on the Game Boy Advance?
Sonic Advance on the Game Boy Advance.
Okay. There's 3.
You are correct.
Bullshit.
Well, see, there was Sonic Genesis, which don't play it because it sucks.
It's amazing.
It's not good at all.
Play it.
Okay, next question. Mario Kart Super Circuit was the only game released on a Game Boy system. When you link up 4 people to play, how many tracks were playable? Now the second part of this is, what were the playable characters when linked up?
Oh my god.
So it's a 2-part question. I'll give you a point for each one.
I never did link up.
I used to actually have a 4-player link cable for GBA, but I rarely used it. Okay, I'll just pepperoni. I'm gonna say when linked, you can only play 16 tracks, and then play up for playable characters. I want to say, I'm thinking just like standard stuff. So Mario, Luigi, Princess Peach, and Toad. I don't know.
So those 4?
Sure, why not?
Okay, you're wrong.
What about the first part, the tracks?
Wrong.
Gosh, fine then. Jeez.
Sorry.
Okay. Pepperoni. I'm gonna say you can only play 4 tracks, and the people you could play as would be Wario, Mario, Luigi, and Bowser.
Okay, you're right on the 4 tracks,
Okay.
but you're wrong on the characters. The characters were 4 Yoshis of different colors.
What?
That counts like not even Mario. It's just like
That's
fuck that.
stupid.
I
4
didn't make the
tracks?
game.
That's stupid. It was like fucking
Yeah.
32 tracks in the original.
Yeah. Okay, next question. What were the only 2 games that used both D-pads on the Virtual Boy?
Oh fuck, Pepperoni.
Oh shit.
There's 2. Oh fuck, I only know one. Only
Yeah,
one is coming to
me
my
too.
mind. There's a game called Telero Boxer,
Yep.
and then
That is one.
there's another one. Fuck. Telero Boxer and what the hell is it called? And I'm just gonna say what's that? Red Alert? Some game called Red Alert. I don't know.
Is that your answer?
Wait. Fuck, I only remember Telero Boxer. I didn't know there was another one. Wait, no, I'll change that. I'll say Waterworld.
You're wrong.
Okay. Well, I got one of them. I know that.
Yeah, you got one of them. So, Techno, what's the other one?
Shit.
I had no idea there was another one.
I'm-
Just not Telero Boxer.
I have no idea. I'm gonna go with Red Alert because that's what I was thinking.
Alright, the games were Taro Boxer and 3D Tetris.
Oh yeah, because 3D Tetris is a really rare one. Yeah, that's a rare game.
Alright, next question. What was the goal in the original endgame of Tetris for the Game Boy?
Fuck. I don't know. I never had the original Tetris.
I have it, but I never got to the end stage, that's for sure. So there's like a specific goal for like the final stage.
There's a goal, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say... Pepperoni, I'm gonna say... Make a portrait of Mario out of the Tetris box.
Nope.
Okay. Worth a shot.
Techno.
Get, I don't know, 100 Tetrises? Fuck. I don't know.
Nope. The goal was to launch a Russian spaceship.
That's stupid.
To do this, you have to finish Game A with 100,000 points or more.
Well, that's not happening. Tetris Attack. Now, if it's Tetris Attack, that's another story, because I killed Tetris Attack, but regular Tetris, nah.
Alright, next question. This is question 10, so... Okay, there were 5 Mega Man games released on the original Game Boy.
Well, yeah.
Mega Man 5 had 2 things that it introduced in the Mega Man universe. What were they? And I'll give you a point for each one.
Well, I'm fucked.
Fuck. Ah, shit. Shit!
Shit is not one of the answers.
No, pepperoni,
Neither is pepperoni.
fuck, I don't remember. In Mega Man 5, 2 things were introduced. Fuck, I don't know. I give up.
Alright, Dan, you know?
So throw out some bullshit guesses. Again, pepperoni. I'm gonna say power-ups, like the ability to upgrade specific weapons more than once or something. And the ability... the dashing ability, I don't know.
Nope. The answers were the Star Droids and Tango the Cat.
I fucking no! Damn it! I'm fucking pissed. I was gonna say a cat, but I couldn't. I didn't know the name. Damn it!
I would have accepted the cat.
God, fuck me.
What about
Fuck me.
Tango the squirrel?
Tango, no, there's no squirrel.
Well, there's Puck Mega Man. Jeez. No squirrel.
Alright, you guys ready for the bonus question?
Oh god, yeah. What's the scores?
Techno has 2 points, Dan has 3 points.
Oh god. And this is what, 3?
Oh.
Yeah, this is worth 3 points. Okay. The Sega Game Gear's resolution had 160 by 144 pixels.
Good.
What is the Game Boy that shared that resolution?
Oh, fuck. Oh, pepperoni.
What?
Okay. Well, what's the numbers again? 180 by 140?
160 by 144.
Wow, okay. I'm gonna say the Game Boy Color.
You are correct.
Yes. Bam.
Damn it.
Explosions everywhere.
Explosions everywhere. I love when you lose, Techno. You get so pissed off.
I'm not pissed.
Hey,
You
Techno.
are too pissed.
Techno, don't forget to feed Tango the cat.
Yeah, don't
Shut up. I could have fucking won.
No, you couldn't. He got the bonus question correct. You wouldn't have won. He's like super salty.
Oh, mad salty.
Dan, you get to pick the theme for next week.
Oh,
Yay.
good.
Atari Jaguar. Okay.
Atari Jaguar.
Let's see, okay, what did we did, I think we did, well, technically we didn't do PSP. We did PSP podcasts. And so, this time we're going to say Sony PlayStation Portable. How about that?
Alright, the Sony PlayStation Press Start podcast.
Because last time it said PSP, it wound up being Press Start Podcast.
Alright, we'll do the PSP. And we'll do the handheld this time.
Yeah.
Alright, so study up, Techno. I don't want any of this bullshit crap that you're fucking failing.
You better know your PSP.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
You know me with like my 60 PSP games.
Alright. But, Dan,
Yes.
do you think we should ask him?
No.
Are you sure?
I don't know. I don't even know what this is talking about.
Techno,
What?
have you finished Tales of Vesperia yet?
God damn it! No!
Why the hell not?
Because I've been practicing Street Fighter.
Oh,
Put down
bullshit.
Street Fighter.
Yeah,
Screw
put
it.
down Street Fighter.
Snap that disc in half. Throw it out the window. Okay.
No, well,
And then,
Don't-
watch Batman movies.
don't snap it in half, but at least finish the game.
and then cuddle with Tales of Vesperia, and then the
Yeah.
next day play it. There you go. It's the only way to play it.
Seriously, man, you gotta finish that game.
Play it with your volume like on max, fucking blasting out speakers.
Dude, and it's 2 players. You can play with your friend.
There you go.
I know.
Well, do it.
Because I told you guys that.
Well,
And
do
you were
it.
like, oh my god, I didn't know that.
So get back there and play some more.
Yeah. Well, do it. Yeah, I know. Come on.
Give us more in-depth impressions on that. There's a fucking dog with a dagger. What more do you need?
I know.
Come on.
Jesus. And he carries a pipe around. Like, god damn it. And Yuri. The dude's name is Yuri, which in Japanese stands for lesbian. That's amazing. I'm not even kidding. Yuri stands for lesbian in Japanese. They might have...
There you go.
Thought that out.
There's 2 good reasons to finish Tales of Vesperia.
Oh, god.
A dog smoking pot and
Yeah.
Yuri.
And a dude,
Yeah.
they're lesbian.
And I'm pretty sure if you beat the game, at all, you get to see something special.
Dude, Klonoa music in the
There you
game.
go.
Florida
Klonoa.
Phantom Isle. I'm not even fucking kidding. And Barabo Man from the PC Engine. Fuck me. And a mini game where you get to play as Baul. in a little 8-bit version of Tales of where you're dodging bullets and shit. It's amazing. There you go.
There you go.
Shit.
And you can play poker, blackjack. You know, oh my god. There's little taiko drums. Taiko no Tatsujin. Oh, it's amazing.
There's like 15 good reasons you should finish that game.
Yeah. I want you to...
Okay, I will do it.
Alright, next week.
It better be beaten by next week. Play 50 hours straight and just hammer that shit out. Don't sleep or anything. Just get a bunch of monsters or something. Stay up wired playing Tales of Vesperia.
Yeah, you should have no problem beating this game, because, yeah, you told us that you beat Resident Evil 4 times in one night.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Well, you have no excuse not to play Tales of Vesperia. Just take a night off and play the game.
For 24 hours straight, just marathon it.
There you go.
But, yeah. You know what time it is?
No.
Really? Okay.
Out in the
Games we've been playing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jeez, Techno just wants to dip out on everyone.
I know.
You're an asshole.
Wants to leave this fucking pod.
Since you want to leave so bad, why don't you start first? Jeez.
Yeah, go first. Son of a bitch. Fucking son of a bitch.
Okay. Street Fighter 4.
No way.
Yeah.
You're only playing that like every time I'm on the PS3.
Well, yeah.
Are you MLG yet?
No.
God damn it, why not?
I don't know. I played a little bit of Muramasa, the Demon Blade, which is coming out on the Vita.
Yes, it is.
In HD.
It's about damn time.
Trying to think what else. Some Zelda Majora's Mask. Trying to think. Oh, Resident Evil Code Veronica on the Dreamcast. Mars Matrix.
How do you like Mars Matrix?
It's fucking hard.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's fucking hard. And, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I still have no idea how to fucking play that game.
Yeah, I played the demo of the HD version.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, this is the most bizarre fighter I've ever played. I did not get it at all.
Hence the title.
Yeah, it's a bizarre fighter, am I right?
Oh, you cracked me up. And I did play some Resident Evil 4. And some the demo of Resident Evil 6.
Resident Evil.
I have to say, I just played Leon's part. I have to say, great game. If they're going that way, yeah. But I've heard like Chris's is more shooter-ish, like more action-based. And then I have no idea about Jake or whatever his name is. So, yeah.
Yeah.
That it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, hold on.
Oh, wait.
What?
Played some Double Dragon, and I did find out they are releasing a patch for it to be online.
Well, way to get with the picture finally.
Woo!
By then I won't have PS Plus anymore and I won't be able to play it. Woo! Good stuff.
Well, yeah, that's it for me.
Well, I'll go next.
Go.
Well, I've been playing this game on the DS. It's called the Dragon Ball Z Attack of the Saiyans. Now,
is that
Techno,
the RPG one?
Yeah, and Techno, I think you would really like this game. It's a turn-based RPG featuring Dragon Ball Z characters, where you play the entire Saiyan saga from all the way since Raditz, actually before Raditz hits the series to all the way to the fight with Vegeta, and it's a great game. You play as the 6 different characters: Tien, Yamcha, Goku, Krillin, Piccolo, Gohan, and is that 6? Yeah, I said 6. I'm trying to count as I say them, but it's a good game, and it's actually quite hilarious. And Techno, I think you'll find this very funny. Do you remember Goku dying by the hands of Raditz and going into the afterlife to train with King Kai?
Yeah.
Well, this is so funny, and I think they did this just to, make the game a little bit longer. But get this. Krillin, Tien, and Yamcha are on Earth, and they're searching for the Dragon Balls, but they can't find them, right? So in the game, Master Roshi's sister, Baba the Fortune Teller?
Yeah.
Okay, this is so funny. In the game, she goes to King Kai's planet to bring Goku from the dead to Earth, so he can help find the Dragon Balls that would wish him back to life.
That never happened.
Well, I know that. Do you understand why that's funny?
Yeah, I know. He's looking.
He's looking for the item that would bring him back to life by going to the land of the living.
Yeah.
I thought when that happened in the game, I thought that was fucking hilarious. 'Cause it totally contradicts itself.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, all in all, it's a great game. The whole game is split into like 15 different chapters. Let's say I beat it in about 30 hours, but maybe a little bit quicker if you don't do all the level grinding. But yeah, it's a good little game. They have all their traditional moves like the Kamehameha, the Destructo Disc, Spirit Bomb, all that. But yeah, it's a good game. I recommend it to you, especially to Techno, because you're a fan of Dragon Ball Z. So.
Hell yeah.
Alright, well, I would definitely say check it out. And then if you like turn-based RPGs, it has another angle there. But I've also picked up the Kirby Anniversary Dream Collection, and Dan, you and I already talked about this a while.
Yeah.
Fully linked while Techno is gone, so I'm not really going to go that much into it. But I played all the games on that, beat them all, enjoyed it. Next one I've been playing Echo the Dolphin for the Dreamcast.
That is the best game you've been playing so
God
far.
damn it.
No, I didn't play very long. I played for maybe about like an hour of it.
How dare you.
No. And I just did like a first impressions video on YouTube. It's up now, you guys can check it out. But what I got out of it, it still reminds me of the old Sega Genesis game where, like I'm just swimming around, I'm not really sure what to do. But this one, it's a little bit better because they actually tell you what you have to do. They're like, okay, you have to find this dolphin who's playing with some turtles, and then I'll teach you this move. And I think that's great because, like I said, in the Sega Genesis version, I had no idea what the hell I was doing. Graphically, I think it's beautiful. I think the controls handle very well. The whales in the game are fucking bitches. I don't like them. And especially the sharks, they're also assholes. But the turtles, I like the turtles. They're very good turtles. But it's a good game. I think people who hated Echo the Dolphin for the Sega Genesis should try the Dreamcast version out, because I think they'll actually like it if they actually put in the time to sit down and play it. So yeah, I recommend Echo the Dolphin.
Amazing.
For the Dreamcast. It's a good game. Dan, you should pick it up.
I am, actually. I want that.
Are you serious?
I was sold when it was dolphins in space. I'm like, oh, hell
dude,
yeah.
I know. Did you watch the video?
I watched the intro. I'm like, this is amazing.
I know, dude. Oh, man, when I popped this game in and they started doing, like, space adventures, like aliens are pissed off at humans and dolphins, I was like, are you fucking serious?
See, that story right there is worth $5. I mean, come on.
Oh, man, I know. Yeah, just great intro, I gotta say. It made me, like, so puzzled it wasn't even funny. I'm like, okay, cool. Aliens in an Echo the Dolphin game. Awesome. But the last game I've been playing, I've been putting a lot of time into it, is Dead or Alive 5 for the Xbox.
That's the thing.
Lucky bastard.
It's a good game. Typically, like my fighter, I've always played Christy in Dead or Alive games, but recently I just been playing Lisa a lot, and I actually like her a lot more. And I don't know what it is with me, but I just been liking the luchador fighters. I don't know why. They just something with me and the luchadors just click. But overall, the game is pretty good. The graphics, I love them a lot. The environments are very destructible. You can hit guys through walls, through ceilings, and there's even a level where you can like hit a guy at a tank and then get fired upon by this huge ass missile. So it's a lot of fun. I haven't played online all that much, but when I haven't been able to find any opponents. So I don't think the online works very well, but I haven't really given it that much try. I've mainly been playing the story though. I absolutely love the story. The story is kind of split up in like different over 70 different battles, and once you do all 70, you beat the game. But it's great. It tells a lot of each character's backstory, which I never really knew in past Dead or Alive games. I thought it was just like, okay, a fighter, you just go and do arcade mode, nothing special. But like with the story mode, I actually learned some of the background of all the characters, and I like that a lot because it gives them depth. I love, definitely enjoy that. So, but do I recommend it? Definitely. I heard Tekken Tag Tournament 2 is a lot better, but I refuse to play that game because I think it's a little bit hard. But it's a good game. Dead or Alive. Play it. Beat it. Techno, you buy it and you fight me with it.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I don't have any arcade sticks for my 360.
Use a controller.
So, yeah.
Fuck that.
Should have bought one that's compatible with all of them.
I don't have that money.
Come on.
You could fight me with a controller. What are you fighting with?
And I don't want to fucking buy fucking Xbox Live.
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
It's fucking gay.
Gay.
Yeah, I understand that you're getting a premium, but like, I grew up with fucking PC gaming.
Yeah, and I play RPGs
free.
and shit, so it's like I don't even need multiplayer. So I'm like, yeah, I was wasting my time.
I don't know, man. It's good.
So I'll probably get it on PS3.
Alright, get it on PS3 then. And enjoy it.
Enjoy those anti-gravity physics. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what's cool about it too is they actually have virtual fighter characters in it. There's Akira, Sarah, and Pi.
Oh yeah.
Are in the game.
Yeah, I fucking love Sarah from Virtua Fighter. I found that awesome.
I don't really know that much about them, but I've been playing a lot with Tim Jumbo Junkie, and he's been using Pi because like that's his character, and we're actually kind of even, which is great because he totally kicks my ass in Street Fighter. But I'm enjoying it. I definitely recommend Dead or Alive 5.
Now, did you play with the English voice acting?
In Dead or Alive 5?
Yeah. Or is there a way where you can make it Japanese?
Well, I haven't tried to make it in Japanese, so if you're able to, I have no idea. But I know during cutscenes they're speaking in English and there are English subtitles under it, so maybe you can switch the language. I have no idea.
Now, the reason for this is, I've said this before. Once I start something in a, like, if I start something in Japanese, that's how I, hear the characters. And every other Dead or Alive game, it was always in Japanese. So.
There might be.
Well, I can tell you this right now, that the character Akira from Virtua Fighter, when he speaks, he's speaking in Japanese. But only him. So if there's an option to make all the characters speak in Japanese, I have no idea. But I wouldn't really want them to, because characters like Tina, she's like, a wrestler. She's a pro, like an American wrestler. I wouldn't want her speaking Japanese. and like characters like Christy. You know, I don't know where she's from, like, but her accent sounds like English, like England.
Yeah,
English.
she's from England.
Yeah, so I wouldn't want her speaking Japanese anyway. So, but
It's just, opinion.
no, that's totally fine. It's just if you want them all Japanese, that's your preference. That's cool. But yeah, that's all the games I've been playing. Dan?
Are you ready for the game of the year?
Oh god.
No.
Tell
Game-
them
Virtual Fighter?
Game of the fucking year. Drum roll, please.
Go.
In the jungle, the mighty jungle. Tokyo
Live.
Jungle, man. Fuck yeah, explosions everywhere. Tokyo's overrun with animals. There's fucking lions and tigers fighting the shit out of each other in some random train station. I'm surviving with a gazelle for like 60 plus years. It's amazing. Tokyo Jungle was recently released on PSN as a downloadable game, but people in Japan will know it as a full retail game, actually, with this badass box art of a Pomeranian in like downtown Tokyo with just like a little bit of blood around it. It's amazing. But yeah, in Japan it was a full retail game which cost like $60 when it came out, and then they localized it for PSN, and as of right now for PS Plus members you can get a discount for $12, and it's totally. My worry was that they were gonna condense it, maybe cut out some stuff. No, it's totally the full game. Like it has everything. It even has some DLC characters, which they do plan on doing DLC, which they did for the Japanese one. But Tokyo Jungle is I guess the best way to classify it, it's really hard to classify it. It's a roguelike. I definitely think it's a roguelike because the whole concept is surviving. And once you die, you lose everything you did pretty much. But it's a roguelike where you pick animals of the animal kingdom you start off with a Pomeranian and a Sika deer. And the difference between them is the Pomeranian is a predator, as they call a predator, and the deer is what they call a grazer, technically a herbivore. The big difference is predators, obviously, you fight and kill other animals and eat them. So the whole concept is you're going through all these districts of Tokyo. You're trying to kind of mark your territory. The reason you mark your territory, these little spots, is because once you mark the territory, you own that territory. You're kind of like the owner for that territory. But then you can also, it allows you to get a mate, so you can mate. And the reason you want to mate is so you can, do your thing and get little babies. And once you get your babies, that progresses a generation, as they call it. If you progress a generation, that increases your stats for that. So, like, it's fucking RPG, roguelike, and also if you have, like, multiple, like, say I have 2 Pomeranians, we do it. And it depends, too, because they have things where they call it a desperate, like, mate, where she doesn't care, like, anyone can get her, basically. She's desperate, so she'll take anyone based off your rank.
God.
And then there's other ones.
Looks like I'm buying this tonight.
There's other ones that are, like, what they call prime mates. They're, like, the alpha mate, like, they're the most stuck-up ones. You gotta be, like, boss rank, which boss rank is the highest. You rank up by killing, if you're a predator, killing a bunch of animals and eating them, or if you're a herbivore, eating a bunch of plants, and you'll rank up. And then you want the better mate because that'll give you better stats for the kids, and that'll also sometimes increase the amount of kids you have. So, like, I was playing as a gazelle. My best playthrough so far was a gazelle. I survived for 61 years with, like, 7 generations, and I would have, like, 6 gazelle babies running around in a pack. And the reason that's awesome is because you can think of the more animals you have in a pack is like your lives. Because once you die, like, as the main one, you'll just switch up to the next one until all your pack is gone, then it's game over. But yeah, you just roguelike, try and survive for as long as you can. There's different challenges to take up. It'll say, like, mate 2 times, increase a generation, kill this many animals, go to this district, own this territory. It's over the top. Like, I shit you not, the first time, it was crazy. I was a Pomeranian, and I survived for, like, 47 years, but it gets progressively harder as the years go on. You'll start to see, like, animals you didn't see before. I went through, like, this one district, I shit you not, there were, like, a shit ton of lions and tigers fighting like an all-out war. Like they were just going at each other everywhere, and I'm just a little Pomeranian dog, like, oh my god, get away from me. They're like running on trains and shit, trying to avoid it. And dude, there's fucking like velociraptors and dinosaurs and this shit, and there's like alligators there, which are fierce, hippopotamuses. You name it, it's probably got it. So it's an amazing game. And
Now, is this online?
no, well, it's got online leaderboards, but no, the original one didn't have online either. It does, however, it does have an option for co-op, but it's local co-op, so you and a buddy can play, like pick 2 creatures and play, but that's as much multiplayer as it has.
Okay.
But it does have online scores where, like, if you have friends who have the game, you can see, like, compare your stats, like how long you lasted with certain animals. You can also decorate your animals, put little shoes on fucking deers, hats. One of the first items I locked was a wool beanie, and I put the beanie on my Pomeranian. I'm like, this is fucking awesome. It's nostalgic Pom. So
Nostalgic bomb.
and it's not like it's for no reason to, because the items actually increase your stats. So like, it's a lot of RPG elements to the game. It's amazing. You owe it to yourself to pick up Tokyo Jungle if you like roguelikes. I think it just deserves awards just for the fact that it's a unique, novel concept that you don't see, and it's executed very well. It's just fun to play. And you never know what you're going to get because it's so random. Like, I tried to play through as a deer, and I'll tell you right now, trying to play as like a herbivore is the scariest thing, because if you think about it, it's like you're playing as a prey, because when you're a herbivore, you're very weak, and every predator is going to attack you. I shit you not. I'm a deer, I'm getting attacked by like fucking beagles and golden retrievers, and they're fucking whipping my ass. I'm like, no, get away. Fucking dogs, cats attacking you, like everything attacks you. I fucking like attack like a rabbit, and the fucking rabbit's like trying to take on a full deer. Like, this doesn't make any sense. But that's kind of how it is in the animal kingdom, man. The prey is very vulnerable. And in some ways, I kind of like playing as a like herbivore, because it's a little bit more suspenseful, and you're always on your toes, because you know that you're capable of being taken down by even some of the weakest predators. So it's kind of scary to play like that. But yeah, enough about Tokyo Jungle. It's fucking amazing. Leave it at that. And then for another game, I played some more of The Last Story, working my way through that. Currently stuck on a really challenging boss, which I still don't understand what the hell I need to do, because I am not able to damage the boss whatsoever. I tried doing all kinds of things, and I just do not get it. I'm towards the very end of the game, so I'm sure people probably know what I'm talking about, but yeah, I'm stuck on that. Like Cliva mentioned, picked up Kirby's Dream Collection because I'm a big Kirby fan, and I also mentioned my thoughts on it before, but just a refresher, I cleared Kirby's Dream Land 1 in one sitting, which was like 40-45 minutes, very fun, and currently working my way through Kirby's Dream Land 3, which is the Super Nintendo one. I've actually never played that one, so really enjoying that. And I picked up a new shoot-'em-up game. I've actually been wanting this. I've actually picked up the special edition for dirt cheap. But it's a game called Odomedius Excellent, and it's by Konami. And if the name sounds familiar, it's part of, like, an unofficial part of the Gradius series, because you have Gradius, and then also, we never got him stateside, but it's a really good series called Parodius, which is a cute-em-up series. And this is kind of in between. I would say it's an in-between Parodius and Gradius. Like, it's a spaceship shooter, it's got, like, the power-ups, and you can have options, all these upgrades. But the big catch with it is that it's very Japanese, it's very anime style, and it's extremely risque, I guess you could say, very raunchy, just the way they portray, like, all the girls are hardly wearing any clothes, and it's just a little over the top, but it's okay, it's very, I guess you could say, wait for this, I guess you could say it's not too excellent, see what I did with it, but it's mediocre because yes, you start off, and I think the biggest issue with the game is that your target, like you as a character, are very big. Like, your hitbox is very big, and there's tons of shit going on the screen, so there's points where it almost feels impossible to dodge some of this stuff just because you're such a big target. It's like, it kind of feels a little bit unfair at times, and if you lose all your power-ups, you're pretty much fucked because you're not going to do a whole lot of damage on your regular weapons. I would say I'm actually enjoying it more. You kind of enjoy it more as you progress because you actually do level up. You collect stronger weapon cards, as they call them, and I would say your best bet playing through it is, or best strategy is to get options, as they call them, which is also known in Gradius series for getting options. They're little like things that float around your spaceship and also shoot. I would say get your options first. You can get like up to 3 options, and then get like maybe a dual shot or a spread shot, and then it's much more playable and a lot more fun to play. But it's very, very challenging. Just kind of, some of the game design is very poor in general. A little bit unfair at times too. And I played some PC games, played a little bit of a mod, a very popular mod that recently came out called Black Mesa. And this is a remake of Half-Life 1 running on the Source engine. So like, if you can imagine how Half-Life 2 looks, just take that and apply it to Half-Life 1. That's Black Mesa. It looks much more prettier. And to be honest, all I did in that game was just fuck around with items, which I love to do in all those kind of games that run on Source. It's just because you can interact with every single item and stuff like that, so I'm throwing like trash cans at people and all that, so it's amazing. Time well spent.
Nice.
And I'm a little bit addicted to this game, I'm not gonna lie, but a sequel came out and a lot of people are addicted to the sequel. Let's just say that, but I've been playing the first Torchlight, and I got this through the Humble Indie Bundle, the newest one, and it's just a typical dungeon crawling RPG like a Diablo or something. Very good. I'm just absolutely hooked on it. Diablo's okay and all, but I kind of like the vibe and the style that Torchlight has going for it. It's very good, and I hear really great things of Torchlight 2, which recently came out, so interested in that. And a beat 'em up that was free for the PS Plus members. Definitely worth checking out if you haven't checked it out yet. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game. It's fucking amazing. I beat it. I played through it and beat it. I loved it. It's River City Ransom. If you played River City Ransom on the NES, you know what to expect here. It's a beat 'em up where you just progress and you got light RPG elements where you can level up and just increase your stats by buying new items, going to all these shops. If you're from Canada in particular, you are going to love it even more because it's set in Canada. It's got a lot of Canadian homage and references in there. You even collect Canadian money, which people know Canadian money is pretty much coins, so all the enemies drop like tons of coins. Just very fun. The art style is beautiful. Like, it's pixel, but it stays away from that kind of contrived feeling that it doesn't look like a lot of other pixel games. It still keeps its own kind of unique art style, and it looks gorgeous. The music's amazing too, by the way.
Yeah, it is. It's by Amaganaguchi.
Yeah, it's fucking amazing. I love the soundtrack. It's just so over the top. Some of the boss fights, it's absolutely absurd. And also, I played a DS game today. That's a graphic novel adventure game. I've actually been looking for this game for a while. It came out really early on in the DS lifespan, but it became a little bit more harder to find because it got a lot of mixed reviews when it came out, and I think that's because it came out really early, so a lot of people weren't used to kind of graphic novel adventures where you're just reading for the most part and solving a couple puzzles here and there. But it's a game called Trace Memory, and you play as this girl named Ashley, and she doesn't know a whole lot about herself, and she's searching for her dad who really wasn't in her life for most of her life. She's like 14 years old, and she was kind of raised by her aunt, and they're going to this island called Blood Edward Island. It's a really mysterious island, and basically they're going there because they're going to meet up with their dad. But as she gets there, she finds out that, her dad's not there, so her aunt goes to look for him. Her aunt disappears, and then she sets out to look for her aunt, and I don't know if it's a spoiler, but if you don't want to hear this, like, if you want to know nothing about Trace Memory, which is a really old DS game, by the way, just skip ahead like a minute. But basically, you go through, you progress, and you kind of unfold the plot, which is based around spirits. And so you find like a spirit, you come across a spirit at a gravestone, and he's basically telling you, I don't remember anything, I can't recall my memory. So basically, it involves this even bigger plot that unfolds where you're trying to find and recover these dead people's memories while also trying to get back your memory. And if something is very mysterious about yourself too. So very interesting game. It's unique to say the least. And she carries around it's pretty funny because it's a very early DS game, so she carries around a device that's called a DTS, which she uses to take pictures of the environment and stuff like that. But it's a original fat model DS, so it's pretty funny to see like that fat model DS. But that's pretty cool. And one last game real quick on the PC. The Basement Collection, which I mentioned, is the kind of compilation of the Super Meat Boy creators, like older games, older Flash games that he made. And I played through one of the games on there called Spear, and it's a very interesting platformer involving around throwing up. Yes, you throw up in the game, so you have like a throw up meter, and you can like it sounds gross, but it's actually pretty cool because it's like based around physics and you're manipulating certain stuff. So I played through that, and that's very interesting to say the least. And that is it. It's been a lot.
That is a lot.
Hey, I forgot one game.
Oh, yeah.
Motherfucking Castle Crashers on Steam. It came out September 26th. I think that was Wednesday, maybe? Or Tuesday? Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. And, yeah, I'm playing that. I bought that again. I owned it on Xbox when it first came out, and I had to buy it again because I've been waiting for it to be on Steam for so damn long. I can't wait. Woo! Yeah! Beating up people. I say that's one of the best beat 'em ups of all time.
Yeah, I really like that.
So yeah.
Good stuff.
Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
You know what that means?
We're done?
I guess you want to be that blunt. That wraps up episode 53.
Yay!
Thanks for listening, guys. No, it's
Yep.
been a long episode. Techno got his phone back. Awesome. We talked about more stuff. It was good to be back, so thanks for listening.
And I just want to say, go check us out on iTunes. We recently just got back on there, so please go to iTunes, rate, subscribe, write a comment. Helps us out. And if you guys need help finding us on iTunes, I'll leave a link in the show notes below if you're listening to this on YouTube. But you could always just go on iTunes and search Press Start Podcast and look for the one that says Quick Freeze Forward, Nostalgic Dan, and TechnoSqueek. That's the correct one. So
There you go.
we really appreciate it. It helps us out. And we want more questions.
Keep
More
them
questions
coming.
and
Spam
audio
us.
questions.
Spam us with questions.
Yep.
And play
Yep.
Tokyo Jungle. And that's episode 53. Woo. Everyone say bye.
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 Bye. I love you.
Bye. Bye, guys.
Techno violates
Bye.
pepperonis. Thanks for listening. You guys rock.
Bye.
Oh, fuck you guys.